What is going on, guys? Corrosive Bullet here, and we are finally getting down to the final color of the Manga booster set. We are going to be talking about Bulma and all of her brand new support. We've actually started our Manga booster testing on our live streams here, either on the YouTube or over on twitch.tv/corrosivebullet. If you guys want to come and see how these decks end up performing, feel more than free to check out the live streams as suggested. But other than that, yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it until it releases next week, so let's get into it. So Bulma. Bulma is going to be our first leader that does not attack whatsoever. So she's unable to attack. She has an activate main on her front side where you switch this card to rest mode to draw, and then you discard a card, basically cycling your hand, trying to find pieces for things that you want to have played relatively soon. Then she awakens at 5 or less. Once she awakens, she still can't attack, but she's got an activate battle where on your turn, you switch this card to rest mode. If you only have cards with adventure in their special traits in your battle area, switch your battle card that's in a battle to active mode. Then use up to 1 battle card from your drop in a combo. So this is a very strong ability. It allows you to swing a second time with one of your battle cards while also comboing once from something from drop. Now, the downside to this is that you have a heavy restriction in the fact that you need to have all your battle cards need to be have to be part of adventure. So this is where it becomes a problem in the sense that you can't run your protection in 2-cost trunks. You can't run your Super Saiyan 4 Gokus to help with draw power. You can't run Gogetas to help clear board and mitigate restanding. Like, there's things that you can't run in this deck because otherwise the deck doesn't functionally work. It's not like a Super Boost situation where you necessarily need to rely on the double swing or getting 1 energy back. It's not as necessary in that deck to have to proc those abilities and to have those extra things. It's necessary in this because the leader can't attack whatsoever. So this makes it a little bit harder to build around. You are 100% kind of locked to the archetype and the cards that you run with this particular trait. So that is something to keep in mind. That is something that you kind of want to do. And again, if you want to see how this deck runs in person, we did do testing on this deck over on our live stream. You can check our VOD here on YouTube. You can check it out on twitch.tv/corrosivebullet if you want to see how that went. Personally, I think Bulma's actually pretty good. But she does have a couple caveats that in terms of like things you need to see, things you need to play in order for this deck to really stand out. But we'll talk about that when we get to it. Either way, it's a cool ability, and it basically being able to restand a single battle card basically gives that second battle card. It's almost like treating it like her swing, like her attack. So I think that's pretty cool. Then we got Spike, a 4-cost, 25k power, 0 combo on play. If you have 3 or more types of non-spike cards with adventure in their special traits in your drop, choose up to 2 battle cards without Goku in their name and with a cost of 3 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO them. This is a pretty decent on-curve card. Just being able to remove 2 cards at 3 or less that don't have Son Goku. So in a mirror, when you're in a black mirror, it might be a little harder to get this ability off. But depending on the deck you're going up against, you could actually make some use out of this card. Then we got Oolong, 1-cost, 5k power, 10k combo, auto on your turn. When this card is used in a combo from your drop, draw 1 card and then discard 1 card. Just basically more cycling to find your pieces. So it's still a 10k combo. You can play it from the drop. I think that's pretty okay. Then we got Turtle, 1-cost, 5k power, 10k combo. Activate main, you spend an energy, switch this card in a battle area to rest mode. If your leader has adventure in its special traits, play up to 1 Master Roshi with a cost of 3 from your hand. If you play this turn 1 and you successfully keep this thing alive until turn 2, then you get an easy cheat out for the 3-cost Roshi to then come out and do that, to then, you know, start doing your shenanigans. So it's not terrible. And then what's nice then too is that because you cheat out the Roshi on board, you can combo this off the board. and then you can utilize the extra draw from it, which I think is pretty convenient. Fortune Teller Baba, 1 cost, 5k power, 5k combo. On play, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, reveal up to 1 card with adventure and its special traits, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your owner's deck in a random order. The majority of the cards you're running in this deck are going to be adventure, so this is a pretty solid searcher for the most part. Again, the deck is 100% designed around this adventure special trait, so you don't want to have a whole lot of fluff in the deck that's not this. So yeah, I think that's actually pretty cool. So and then we got the alt art. I like this alt art a lot. Again, the red borders that they've been putting on all these cards really make these cards pop. So I'm actually all here for it. Here's the 3-cost Master Roshi, 25k power, 5k combo. Self awakens on play, then activate battle your turn once per turn. If your leader has adventure in its special traits, this card in a battle. This card is in the battle, and you use a card from your drop in a combo during this turn. Draw a card. So what's cool about this is that if you can get multiple of these on board, you only need to utilize the leader ability of Bulma once to bring the card from your drop to combo in order for your other swings to actually proc. So like if you have 2 of these on board, you use the leader ability on the first Master Roshi. When you go to swing with the second Master Roshi, you already did the use a card from a combo from your drop once already. You did it for the turn, so he just gets a free draw off of that, which is pretty cool. So it's a stacking effect. If you're able to pop the ability, then you can get some massive card advantage back into your hand. And then once again, art's really good. Red background really just pops. Then we got Krillin, 3 cost, 20k power, 10k combo. Permanent skill. If your leader has adventure in its special traits, this card is in a battle, and you have a card in your combo area. This card gains critical and 5,000 power. So this, unlike the Roshi, this card needs a combo card in a battle. When it's in a battle, it needs to have combo power. So what's nice too is that you can utilize swing with this guy, use Bulma's ability, get a 10k from drop, make him a 30k, and then he gains crit and an extra 5,000 combo. I mean, that's not bad. And then if you have a Roshi on board too, you can then utilize the Roshi ability without needing the combo. So this is the kind of thing you have to kind of play around with this deck. Like you need to utilize your leader ability on the correct cards in order to get the maximum effect. He's also a self-awakener too, which actually helps Bulma out a lot. And then we got the alt art for Krillin. Again, good artwork, red background, really cool. Then we got Suke-san, or Invisible Man as some people call him. 2 cost, 20k power, 5k combo. Self-awakens, then activate battle your turn once per turn. If your leader has adventure in its special traits, this card is in a battle, and you use a card from your drop in a combo during this turn. Choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, switch it to rest mode. The effect itself, I think, is kind of meh. If there's something that you really need to like remove, I think it's fine. But like note that it's a card that you're gonna have to like defend like pretty hard because it's only a 20k power card, and but it's also easy to remove too. So I think it's kind of whatever. It's okay. It's not great, but it's a huge condition just to rest something, you know. Then we got a 5-cost Goku, 30k power, 10k combo. When attacking, if your leader has adventure in its special traits, use up to 1 battle card from your drop in a combo. What's cool is that this works every single time. So when you restand this card using the leader effect, you can swing for up to 40k twice with this card because his ability is not a once per turn effect. So I think that's actually pretty cool. And then the alt art on this is great. I love the alt art on that. Then we got Son Gohan, 4 cost, 35k power, 10k combo. On play, add up to 1 reunion from your drop to your hand, and then end of turn, place this card in a battle area into the owner's drop. This card's fine. It allows you, for 4 energy, it allows you to put a pretty hefty swing into your opponent. Utilizing the Bulma effect allows you to swing 35k twice on turn 4, which is kind of cool. And obviously, it makes absolute sense that at the end of your turn, place this in the drop. Like the fact that you're getting this strong of a swing for 4 energy, yeah, I get it. And it was kind of cool too, because I did in the testing, I did a match where like I got ultimate sparking and this guy got frozen down, and since he was going to the drop at the end of the turn anyway, I just comboed him to protect my piece on board. So it was like there's some use for this card. There definitely can be some use for him. Dracula Man, we got 1 cost, 10k power, 10k combo. Permanent on your turn. If your leader has adventure and its special traits, this card is in a battle and you have a card in your combo area. This card gets 10,000 power. So again, this is another card that requires you to use a combo card with this piece. Because it needs you to have a combo card in place just to have the effect go off, I don't think Dracula Man's all that great. I mean, especially since that's basically going to be like, he's going to be a 25k swinger, 30k swinger at most. Yeah, I don't know. It's not, the condition works specifically on him. It needs to be used on him. So I don't think it's worth running in my opinion. Then we got Poir, 1 cost, 5k combo, 10k power. Auto, your turn. When this card is used in a combo from your drop, choose up to 1 battle card with a cost of 1 or less in your opponent's battle area and KO it. Basically, any of these one cost killers, just done a little bit differently. It's okay. Poir's all right. Then we have one of the 2 big staples from this deck. We have Bulma Goku, 6 cost, 35k power, 5k combo. On play, draw 2 cards, then discard 1 card from your hand. Then activate battle on your turn once per turn. If you use a card from your drop in a combo during this turn, this card gains double strike for the battle. So you only get double strike with this once, but it's utilizing the same exact effect as like the Roshi and stuff, where like you only need to have it have this effect happen during your turn, not in this specific battle. So you swing with this, right? Utilize the leader ability, restand it, and then you put a combo card in the battle in there, making it a bit of like a 45k swinger. It becomes double strike. So it becomes a 45k double strike. On the off chance that your opponent does block it, it does lose the double strike, but you can still swing again for 35, which I think is pretty good. This card's a staple, and there's one card that's going to make this card really well, or do really well. And the alt art is the manga panel. That's fantastic. I like that. Then we got Bandages. 2 cost, 20k power, 5k combo. Permanent. If your leader has adventure in its special traits, this card is in a battle and you have a card in your combo area, this card gets 5,000 power. And then add up to 1 card. It's a Self-Awakener on play. Again, I think there's a bit more use in this card because it's a Self-Awakener that can just swing for 20 outright. But if you use a card in a combo with this guy, it can go up to 30 to 35 in the swing. So I think that has merit compared to like Dracula Man, right? Then here's the other crux. This card is so crazy. So 4 cost Yamcha, 25k power, 0 combo. Activate battle your turn once per turn. If your leader has adventure and its special traits, this card is in a battle, and you use a card from your drop in a combo during this turn, play up to 1 non-Yamcha battle card with adventure and its special traits from your hand. This card is broken. Now, I wouldn't say broken, but it has the same exact effect as the Roshi. It has the exact same effect as the 6 cost. It has the same effect as a lot of these other ones, where it's during this turn if you use a card from your drop in a combo. But what's crazy about him is that you're able to utilize his secondary effect, which basically allows you to play anything that's not Yamcha in the deck. So you could cheat out the 6 cost with this guy. And this is the combo piece that I was saying before when I was talking about the double striker, is that you play this on turn 4, you swing with this, activate leader ability to reset him to active, combo a card. Combo a card. And then your opponent has to deal with a 35k swing. A double striker is now in play on the board. And then you get another 25k swing and then a 35k double strike. Is pretty crazy, all things considered. And then obviously the double striker is a 6 cost. It's not easy to remove. So this is a fantastic card. This is a instant 4 of in this deck. I will say from my testing, if you do not see this Yamcha card, Bulma is a lot slower of a deck. Bulma has a harder time stabilizing when you do not see this Yamcha card. This is like the crux of the deck. This is the staple of the deck. If you do not play this, like you're playing a much slower game, and that can tend to hurt you in certain matchups. So definitely take that into consideration if you're going to run this deck. Then we get into the extra cards. We got Reunion, 1 cost. Activate battle. If your leader has adventure in its special traits, your card that's in a battle gets 15,000 power for the battle. Then use up to 1 Sun Gohan from your drop in a combo. So this is also where I kind of said that... Excuse me. This is where I also kind of said that this card is kind of worthwhile to... Or the Sun Gohan's worthwhile to run. Because... It's a potential double 35k swing that goes into your drop, and then utilizing this card allows you to use that Sun Gohan in a battle, plus use, or in a combo, I should say, plus giving another card 15,000, basically making it a 25,000 swinger. It's really good, and then you do this cycle. You do this cycle basically with. Yeah, you guys get it. You guys get it. I'm just rambling at this point. All right, then we get into some of the alt arts. So we got Symbol, who's foil. He's a little drippy. He's a little bit drippy. I would probably use this just because over the standard art, just because it's foil. Then we got Tambourine. I would probably utilize the other Tambourine card over this one personally. But I mean, it's the manga panel. It's cool. I just like the color of the other one. Same with this Drum. I would probably... I might run this just because it's foil, but I like the color over the art they use there. Then we got Piccolo Jr. This panel is awesome. This is the one that is on play. Yeah, draws when you on play and when attacking. So I'd probably utilize this over the other one. I would at least throw 1 or 2 copies in. And then that's the alt art for it too. This would definitely be thrown in there instead. Then we got Explosive Wave. Yeah, I'd probably utilize this over the other one just because it's a manga panel. And then we got Gohan here as the super combo. It's basically the exact same card, just without but it's just with the mask and it's with the tournament, Baba's arena instead. It sucks that this is not Adventure, like they didn't reprint this with Adventure, because I feel like this deck could probably utilize this with the Baba Searcher personally. But outside of that, like, I mean, it's whatever. It's a fine art. And that's going to do it for Black. Honestly, I think Bulma actually has some legs to stand on, but she's going to be it's going to be very dependent on if you're able to see your pieces. Like, if you're not able to play multiple Roshis out to stabilize your hand, if you're not able to cheat this out with the Yamcha, if you don't even see your Yamcha, like, that's where this deck, like, really does kind of flounder. But outside of that, like, I feel, like, very good about Bulma, all things considered. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about the manga set as a whole, about this color. What do you guys think? What are you guys excited for? Let me know down in the comments below. Again, if you want to join us for our live testings over the course of this past week or over the course of this upcoming weekend, feel more than free to join us here on the YouTube for some manga booster testing, or on twitch.tv/corrosivebullet. You're more than welcome to come and join us over there. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.